With just 5 days left to the Osun governorship election, concerns are mounting over the safety of voters, political parties and election officials following a series of violent incidents across the state. The APC and Accord Party separately claimed that a combined 18 of their members have been killed during the electioneering period, although the figures have not been independently verified as a single death toll. A civil society tracker, Kimpact Development Initiative, separately recorded 44 election-related violent incidents and 13 fatalities between October 2025 and June 2026.
With the August 15 poll approaching, authorities have deployed about 15,000 police personnel across the state. While some stakeholders say the deployment is necessary to prevent further violence, others fear that such a heavy security presence could intimidate voters and amount to militarization. The key question now is whether the security deployment can protect lives and votes without creating fear, while preventing political violence from escalating before, during, and after the elections. Joining us as we delve deeper into this conversation is the Director of Strategic Communications in Imole Campaign Council, Honorable Jamiu Olawumi, and Osun State APC Director of Media and Information, Mogaji Kola Olabisi, who will be joining us later. Good morning, sir. Thank you very much for joining us.
My pleasure. Good Monday morning.
Good morning. Let's begin with the most disturbing issue. Both the APC and the Accord have claimed that their members have been killed, 10 according to APC, and 8 according to Accord Party. What is your party doing to establish the facts and ensure that these deaths do not trigger reprisals and that these deaths, the perpetrators of these actions are brought to justice?
Thank you very much. It's worrisome that election that is supposed to be carnival-like because we are brothers is turning out to be what we are getting now. However, let me tell you this, and the world this. What we are expressing in Osun is not violence orchestrated by the state government, but by the movement of politicians who were in 2022 tagged by the Solar administration as the mastermind of killings during the governorship and presidential election of 2023 in Osun State. Most of them have had their dates in court, and they have now crossed to APC. What we have among them is some followers refusing to move with them to their new party, APC, and infighting among the groups of people who are loyalists of those who have become to APC. And if you also look at the scene of attacks and the scene of the incident, you will find out that the majority of this happens in the 2 federal constituencies in Osun East Central District. And that's where you have PDP honorables and senators crossing from their party to APC. In other areas of the state, other parts of the state, hardly could you find this type of restiveness among politicians in those areas. So if an account of the number of deaths that we have recorded in Osun is analyzed, you see preponderance of these deaths and incidents of attack, molestation, harassment coming up from Osun East Central District, most especially Ijesha South Central District that comprises of Ilesha West, Ilesha East, Atakunsa West, Atakunsa East, and Obokuriadi Federal Constituency that has Obokun local government and Oriadi local government. The gladiators who have joined the PDP, you have joined APC from the outside party, the PDP.
Okay.
The photograph, the moving picture you have there is that of Commissioner for Environment, Mayo Adejoni, who was harassed 2 days ago, stripped naked, and taken to the police. And that is also leading this submission into the roles of Nigerian police. Nigerian police, if we go to the Nigerian police of Osun State now, under Gotham, the Commissioner of Police, he has a lot of questions to answer.
Okay.
When you say he has a lot of questions to answer, I want to believe you're talking about the former CP, Goton. Is that right?
The Gotham is still there. There's an election CP. Election CP is a subordinate officer in rank to Gotham. So, and police system is command system. So we don't, we have not seen much from the election commission.
But the IG came up this past week, just a few days ago rather, and said that he heard the cries of your party and the community, and that's why he made the swift change by relieving Goton of a lot of things that had to do with the elections, and then bringing in, of course, a new commissioner to look into it. Are you confirming to us this morning that it wasn't done properly, or it's just possibly a smoke screen?
We are trusting that we shall see the dividends from today.
Okay, all right. Let me go.
As at yesterday, we are yet to see.
When you say we're yet to see, what do you mean that we're yet to see? There's still violence.
Because within the last 72 hours, a serving commissioner was arrested by police orderly of a serving senator of PDP. And it took us more than 72 hours before we could secure his release. So perhaps the dividend has started to come, but we are yet to see it.
Okay. My question to you now is, we've heard of attacks. Each party has accused the other party of some attacks. What evidence does your party have? Do you have video evidence, picture evidence, linking political opponents of the other party to the violence that you've talked about? Do you have evidence?
Yes, there was there are a lot of evidence. There was an incident in SLK where somebody was murdered, and it was in the news that this man used to be an associate or a follower or a loyalist of Serving Honorable Wole Oke of Obokun Oriadi Federal Constituency in the Senate, who incidentally now is the Director General of Campaign of APC in Osun State. He left PDP to join APC. The argument, even from the audio recorded of the wife and the children when the incident happened, they said they accused the Honorable of the mastermind of the killing of their father and their husband. So we have a lot like that. This is not a forum where I'll be sharing videos and all those things. And I think your man on the feed here will have those videos.
Okay. No. All right. Are you there? Okay, you're there.
Now, Honourable Olawumi, let's talk about the coming elections in Osun State. It's almost like a very high-stake elections, and we've reported deaths and incidents of violence, which shouldn't be, like you said. It should be like a carnival atmosphere. It's a civil exercise, and people should be free to go about exercising their franchise. However, the reality is different. Another source of concern is the money politics. I did stumble upon a video over the weekend. I can't confirm the authenticity of it, but what was going on in the video was that some individuals were handing cash to citizens of Osun State, asking them to swear an oath that they would vote for Governor Adeleke come Saturday. What's your response to that? Is the Accord Party also playing in the arena of voter inducements with bread, with monetary, with money, and what do you make of it?
Politics is local. And in that video, in that acclaimed video, you cannot even see the insignia of Accord Party.
But you could hear what they were saying.
People ask drama to make videos, and people create scenes to justify their positions. This is a bread which you can bake, obtain label from a printer and attach to it to make points. I'm not saying that some people could not do that, but it's going to be misplaced when you say it is Accord Party or the instruction of the governor to come and to go and do it. Politics is local. In their local area, it is something the government or the governor cannot control. So, and vote buying, we should also be looking at a time frame for vote buying, because people are doing a lot of interventions, even before now. So interventions done 3, 4, 5, 6 months ago, can we say that is a vote buying when we are not even sure of the date of the election? So what is Jamiu here? It is the election umpire and possibly the EFCC or whoever to tell us within the range of time when we can say this is a vote ban. I think it should be another national discourse on when, from what and what time is vote ban, from when and what time is intervention and making people live well within the community through food distribution. All parties have always distributed food, especially during festivals.
So that means
and all those things are branded.
Okay, so we're not getting rid of that anytime soon. Our politics is such that we must be comfortable with the idea that people will print their pictures, the pictures of their political party on bread, on 5 kg bag of rice, and we should accept that this is normal behavior. Is that what you're saying, sir?
Let me tell you, I'm a little bit of age, and I've participated in elections before now. The issue of vote buying is a discourse that should be interrogated with our past in political activities. In 1979, I didn't vote, but I was a good watcher. But I voted in 1983. And I remember when people are voting, some party men will fry pop-off and buns and akara to let people eat because they are standing in the sun. So it's a new lexicon by the European Union and the modern-day crusaders.
No, but I mean,
people continue to help their fellows, give them food, irrespective of time.
But this is 40 years later. Don't you think we should have evolved beyond that level? And this is perhaps a weaponization of poverty. I mean,
that is where we now take it to the government.
All right, let's
share this video as well. Olive, sorry, let's just share this video. Our producer put out a video. Maybe after the video, I think Olive would like to bring in the next guest. Just look, take a look at this.
Yeah, okay.
Sẹ́tìrì oúnjẹ ìwọ̀n rè ìyẹn tún gbẹ́dẹ́ ìgbógbó Ọ̀ṣun ẹ̀tẹ̀bọ̀ fún Mùnírùdíìnì Oyèbámijí aṣíwájú òun ni yóò bá wa yóò tọ́jú wa tọmọtọmọ ni yóò tọ́jú wa ẹ̀rí báyìí ẹ̀kú mọ́tò ìyẹn máa bá ń kónú ilé gbogbo ẹ̀yìn èèyàn ni oúnjẹ tún ti dé o ẹ máa gbowó ẹ máa gbóúnjẹ ọkọ rẹ náà tún ti fún mi ní ọkọ rẹ ti fún mi ní owó ó ti bá ń sẹ́ẹ̀dì owó àwọn ní nǹkan ṣe ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ ní wọlé.
There you have it. So we have the APC Director of Media and Information, Mogaji Kola Olabisi, who unfortunately cannot join via video due to the network challenges, but is joining us via phone call. Good morning, Mr. Olabisi. Before you joining, we played the video. I don't know if you could hear that, the audio from that video of a woman who was sharing bags of rice, encouraging people to vote Oyèbámijí. And the question now is, have we now settled that our politics is one of convincing the population to vote for whoever the political candidates are, because we're inducing with bags of rice and oil and bread with labels? Shouldn't our politics have evolved beyond this standpoint? Mr. Olabisi, are you with us on the phone? Okay, while we're trying to re-establish connection with him, let's go back to Mr. Honorable Olawumi. You've seen that video, and of course, that is, you have said that this is what our politics has become, and it's been like this for years. But we wonder if, like they say, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. But let's now come to the election proper. We have a few days. Today is the 10th. We have 5 more days to the gubernatorial elections in Osun State. There have been pre-election violence. Yet, you're asking people to come out and vote. What is the guarantee that the pre-election violence will not spill over to an actual election day violence? Have there been any measures put in place to safeguard the lives of citizens who will be coming out to vote on the 15th?
All the members, the crew, television crew in the studio, and wherever I've been listening to all over the world.
Yes. We're also talking about vote buying.
All right. Mr. Honorable Olawumi, please hold. It seems we have connected with Mr. Olabisi. Mr. Olabisi, if you can go on, please go ahead.
So everybody knows that the hallmark of a party in this country, APC, is the rule of law. So the party has not departed from that rule of law, which was laid by the founding fathers of the party. And we shall never, and we have never deviated from that path. So what we normally do is to follow constitutionally what is invoked in the Constitution as per electioneering. And we have never deviated from there. And I don't know whether you are in the States. Sometime last week, when there was a viral video of how the Accord Party in the state credited the accounts of all the civil servants, when it is not even during any festivity, no festival whatsoever. So what could we call that if not vote buying? So it is a vote buying. And you can never find my party doing that. People are genuinely, so without prompting, so without coercion, so they are freely identified with our party. It is not our practice. So to induce voters with any gift. So the way you see supporters and members milling around our governorship candidate, Ashiwaju Muniruddin, Kola, as they mill around him as hands due to sugar. It is not because of any pecuniary gain. They does not even have the money to waste. So that is it. So people who are saying that the APC has engaged in vote buying. So they are only, such talk is a diversionary. It is a baseless. And it has no foundation. So they are only saying that in order to divert the member of the public from what they are guilty of. We saw there, I don't know whether you saw that the credit issue I'm talking about. All the civil servants, all the teachers, all the government workers, so they were all credited. Even National Youth Service Corps members, so they were all credited because of the vote. Why now? Why now? Why now? If not vote buying. So what they will realize is that it's very, very difficult for a leopard to change its color. If whatever one does to get to the top, is a true dubious means. Eventually, if he navigates his way to power dubiously, it's a certainty that such a person will not depart from that. So what we witnessed in 2022 is a replay of what we witnessed in 2022 that is being witnessed now, when there are no fewer than 30 members of our party. So they were killed in an effort for the president and governor or government to control the government in the state. And out of these 30 members and supporters of our party, no fewer than 17 of them are from Ijasha. So Ijasha has the highest chunk number of our members and supporters. So who are sent to heaven prematurely. So this is what they are trying to repeat this time around. But I want to assure us, the members of our party and our ever loyal supporters, that we have a full confidence in the ability and capability of the police to ensure that there is a peace. So during the election, we are enjoining them to come out and vote our candidate on 15th of this month. So since I was launched into this world about 6 decades ago, we have witnessed so many elections. There are so many, we experience something like this, but not up to this level. We have brothers who be killing brothers, brothers who be killing sisters, mothers who don't know their children, children will not know their mothers. So it's quite unfortunate that it's getting to this level.
Here, Mr. Olabisi, so that we can make use of the few minutes we have left on this conversation. Citizens of Osun State will be going to polls this Saturday. The incumbent governor, Governor Ademola Adeleke, and his party claim they've made massive developmental strides across Osun State. They will point to projects like the 10-span Fair flyover, construction around Lagere in Ile-Ife, and also healthcare revitalization and fiscal responsibility and debt reduction, among many others. The last time there was an APC government in Osun State, the governor struggled to pay salaries, and he was paying half salaries. So why should the people of Osun State trust your candidate to even do better than the current governor, Ademola Adeleke, judging by your past history and performance in the state?
Popularly known as Tambo. So the governorship candidate of our party, who, by the grace of God, will come out, will match the governor of the state in the forthcoming election. He has so many things working for him. Asiwaju Bola Oyebamiji is sufficiently lettered, and he's not a newcomer to government. It is on record that he had effectively served 2 governors as the commissioner for finance, 2 terms, which is rare in the history of any state in this country. And while he was in his private life, so he performed excellently as a banker, seasoned banker, for decades. And he has served in so many banks. And he has no history of invitation by the EFCC or any anti-graft agency. He knows the problem of the state. Apart from the fact that he's the son of a farmer who has passed through the crucible of farming, he's a farmer himself. He is a farmer himself because he has farms. So all over the place. And again, he's humane. And Kola Oyebamiji, he is not a satellite human being who will rely on his siblings before he can take decisions. Yes, he said there are bridges. Yes, I saw bridges just like the other people too. But the complaint that followed the bridges is should be something of interest. So right-thinking members of the society. This there are some of the bridges, or the bridges that he said he has constructed, so they are not in consonance with the needs of the people. Apart from the fact that the cost of the bridges, they are high astronomically. Event has shown that they will have a substandard construction of the bridges. It will be marveled that the bridge, that of Lameko Junction, the thing came in, that bridge came in just about 3 weeks after it was commissioned. So they have been patching the bridge for the first time within a span of 2 months. So the same thing with that of Ife. It's a substandard bridge. That of Okefia is a substandard flyover. And some of the roads, we said they constructed in the state. Despite the fact that among us the money is coming from Abuja, from through the magnanimity and financial wizardry of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is allocating so much money to all the states. It's not only Osun State, and the impact of such is being felt in other states, while the story is not the same here. So as is on record that is a constructing road. The roads they are constructing will become damaged in few days. So if you say he has performed in his own town. Because if you go, I don't know whether you have a time to travel to his town. So without necessarily being accused of being against the people of Ede, because we have a credible people, we have people who are progressive minded in Ede. So that this governor, since he came around, he has engaged in a selective development of the state. Look at the standard of the roads we have in Ede. They are not the same with what we have in other parts of the state. If you go to my town, Mudakeke, there is a road from Orita, ladies they call it, that goes to Samia Road. That place is a sorry site now. So, and that is the story in other parts of the state too. So he has a standard infrastructure in his own town, while there are substandard ones in other parts of the state. Aside the fact that he has spent credible analysis has confirmed it, that 72% of the resources of the state, this governor has spent it in his home state. So, and how about favoritism? In the manner of the recruitment of workers, it is on record that Governor Adeleke is guilty of employing not only the members of his family, the people of his hometown, to some of the sensitive ministries, parastatals, public schools, tertiary institutions in the state. So who does that and get away with it?
So, Olabisi, we'll pause for a moment. Let's just go on a quick break. When we come back, we'd like to hear from you, Honorable Olawumi, especially looking at the fact that INEC has deployed about 15,000 police officers. What does this mean for the election? But do stay with us. Thanks for staying with us. We still have our guests who are joining us, especially concerning the Osun State elections. 5 days to go, and it's a lot to talk about. Well, we have with us Strategic Communications Head in Imole Campaign Council, Honorable Jamiu Olawumi, who's here with us. Thank you so much for staying with us. And also via telephone, we also have the Osun State APC Director of Media and Information, Mogaji Kola Olabisi. Thank you for being here. Sadly, we have just little more time to go. But let me come back to you, Honorable Olawumi. 15,000 police officers have been deployed for this election. It's just 5 days to go. Do you think that's sufficient enough Let's just try and see if we can get your comments to be very brief.
Be as brief as possible, but I'd like to make a reaction to what Kola Olabisi just said here. There's a road in Modakeke, Alakpata, Orona to AP. It is at the backside of his own father's house. That road was last fixed in 1979. Adeleke has done it, and it is still there, firm. And this governor has constructed 300 kilometers of road. And if you construct 300 kilometers of road, including bridges, and you have need to repair about 250 meters, not kilometers, meters. Even the Lagos-Calabar road that President Asiwaju has commissioned part of is receiving attention. And if somebody comes on national television that Osun State government is receiving money from Abuja to magnanimity of the president, that means they don't believe in democracy. This is a federal government that has allocation structure for state and federal government. So people should not, because of election, to come and misinform, smear the image of a good performing governor in Osun State. That's for what he said. He said there was a road in Aledi Junction. That road is under construction. It has never been commissioned. And we are commissioning two new roads in Ife today in Iglenagere alone, where we have the longest flyover in the state. That road connects people of Modakeke, his town, his community, with people of Ife. He cannot stand there today at the palace of Ogunshu of Modakeke and say that they has not worked and has not delivered. If you are trying to eke a living through media management, we should be truthful and factual. However, the police issue. INEC said 150,000 police or 15,000 police have been deployed. And like you said in our prologue today, this morning, we'll be happy if that is true. We'll be happy if they are allowed to do their works. We'll be happy if police become an unbiased security manager in the state. Let me tell you, some of us have not been sleeping in our house. They will just come at night with police to break into your house and arrest you. We have quite a number of arrests. And we have been trying, the governor has been appealed to members of his party, a member of the community, to not to allow for restiveness that would truncate democracy in Nigeria. However, if this continues, voters could be discouraged. Voters could be depressed. Voters could develop apathy. And that is not good for our democracy. We have one on good authority. They have been flying on social media, areas they are about to win. Even they are about to win the home local government of the governor. And they turn around to say he has developed his community. Right. And they will say they will win that place. Okay. They are just, these are phantoms of statements, lies.
All right, we have 5 days to go, really, and our responsibility here as journalists is to ensure that we follow the story real time and bring updates, giving every party opportunity to be heard. And we're calling on law enforcement agents to ensure that citizens of Osun State come out, exercise their franchise freely, fairly, without any form of inducement or any fear of violence. Gentlemen, thank you for your time. Unfortunately, we're out of time for this conversation. We do look forward to having you again with us, and all the best to the Osun elections. We'll be on ground to cover it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.